when we address our current Army theme, Army Strong. When I count to three, I want to hear Army Strong. 1, 2, 3, Army Strong! This theme has absolute historical validity. The Army meaning you matters. You represent the future leadership of our service. The boots on the ground capability that is absolutely pivotal to national defense. Your world, your professional environment remains a hugely dangerous place, mostly because of international terrorism. And here I was going to read a list of several trouble spots, but I know you know these as well as I do, and in fact you will address many of these problems in your future seminars. That will be a wonderful experience. I also know you will do your duty because of who you are, commissioned Army officers and your cadet command and West Point training. I would add here, be flexible. Our strategic environment demands this. And now to share with you some thoughts. Remember training. An Army either trains or it fights. And it fights only as well as it trains. This function is the living breath of our service. And here I'm not merely addressing simulation and our favorite game, information technology. I mean, actually, on occasion, we must shoot real bullets, okay, and conduct actual maneuver exercises and replicate real combat experience to include complex counterinsurgency situations and scenarios. Do you all understand what I mean? That is training. Training to fight. And your training must be absolutely linked to a real combat situation, and you must be able to study that combat situation and translate that into a vigorous, tough, aggressive training program. And if you cannot do that, I say this unequivocally, you are not an officer. In particular, you are not a combat arms officer. You must have the capability to do that. Remember the friendships that have been forged by your cadet command experience, particularly during Warrior Forge, and I know you're all a graduate of this great institution. I had much to putting that together, so if you didn't like it, you can blame me. But you all did like it, right? Wasn't that a lot of fun? That was one big hoo. The respect that you feel for your cadet battalion members provides the foundation for the winning team that the Army must be. Recall the cadet and soldier creeds. Always remember, honor is my touchstone. I understand duty first and people always. And never forget that you are a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. You are an American soldier, and you will lead other American soldiers. Leadership, leadership, leadership. Don't forget that word. Taking care of the people entrusted to your command is a profound officer responsibility. Again and again, you make the Army strong. Am I putting anybody to sleep so far? You all with me? This is coming from the heart, folks. Remember, you're non-commissioned officers. And we have several here. Raise your hand, please. All non-commissioned officers that are here, present for duty. I am proud that you are here. You are the backbone of our service. This is the relationship that makes the Army work. Shortly, many of you will meet the most important person you will ever encounter, your first platoon sergeant. The development of this all-important relationship will exert a strong influence on your professional future. In a larger sense, the officer-non-commissioned officer nexus, the relationship in our entire Army. Finally, reflect on the spiritual basis of your commission. In the near future, you will swear to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Understand what that means. Those of us who follow the profession of arms bear a sacred trust to defend those values that make our nation great, that are articulated in the Constitution of the United States. God bless you all, and the best of Army combat luck in participating in the grand adventure that is the United States Army. And remember, Army combat luck, supported by relevant training and moral direction, is unbeatable. And it must always remain unbeatable because the security of our great nation largely depends on your performance. The security of our great nation, one more time, largely depends on your performance. Now, at this time, I would like all people at the head table, except for cadets, to stand up. Attention, hot! They can follow commands also. Please face the cadets. Okay, my command, present, hold! We at the head table salute the future leadership of our Army. Order! Hold! Cease! Rest! You can tell where I went to school. Now, it's hua time. I want you all to stand. This hua embodies collectively everything that I've been talked about. I want them to hear it across the oceans of our great spirit and the great capability that the future officer corps of our magnificent Army represents to defend again and again those values, our great democracy that make this nation great. I will count three and we're going to sound off, and I want the largest hua we have ever heard here. You ready, young man? Yes, sir. Okay. 1, 2, I'm raising my mighty right arm. 3,